days from Rhode Island.
That's weird. Yeah, I didn't know that.
It's waiting to him to call him.
4, 3, 2.
Good evening and welcome to Would I Lie to You, Providence Improv Guild's semi-weekly game show. I'm your host, Willie Shackleton. And before I introduce our panels tonight, let me explain how our game works. Basically, folks on the panels have submitted true statements about themselves to our producer. Our producer has then sent emails to each of our panelists, and either they got their truth back, and that's what they'll be reading, or he has replaced it with a lie, and they need to be as realistic reading that lie as if it were the truth. And the other team needs to guess if they are telling a truth or telling a lie. So after you heard the most complex explanation of a very simple concept, let's get our team captains to introduce their team. So going first for the liars, the witch, and the wardrobe is Becca.
Yes, we are the liars, the witch, and the wardrobe. I am the liar, Bowler is the wardrobe, and Josiah is the witch.
Oh,
then
this has
and we're here and we mean perfect. There we go.
Yes.
We are full of fantasy, but also maybe truth. So that's kind of what you can expect from us tonight.
Awesome. Well, not to be outdone, I'll turn it over to Michael Amaral for Team Hannah's Bad Wi-Fi.
Thank you, Willie. We are Hannah's Bad Wi-Fi, thanks to our teammates' poor excuse of an internet connection from last game. However, we are 1-0, and we're hoping to make that 2-0 today. With me is Karl. Karl is fantastic. He has many stories, some of which are true, some of which are not. And Hannah is the Pollyanna of our team and will believe almost anything, but is almost always correct. So we're looking forward to a good match.
True.
Awesome. Well, let's get right into it. And by random draw, Michael Amaral, you are first.
I have been waiting to open this email all day.
Yes. So when Michael's opening, I want to draw attention to our PayPal link down in the bottom. If anybody is so inclined, we are accepting donations. However, it is not necessary. It is not an obligation. It's only if you feel that it would be something you'd like to do. So did I stall enough, Mike? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks. Thanks, Will.
You're welcome.
My statement, reading verbatim. I met Mark Hamill while watching a house burn down.
Okay, who is that?
He's from Star Wars.
He's in Star Wars?
He's Luke
Don't make me crawl
Skywalker.
through this screen.
Okay.
Luke Skywalker,
Okay.
Famously the voice of the Joker on Batman the Animated Series.
So wait, you said you met him where?
I was watching a house burn down, and so was he. He was in the crowd of people watching a house burn down.
What house?
What the
Not
heck?
so much a crowd as in a gathering.
Yeah,
Whose
who
house?
were you?
Who was helping?
I don't know whose house it was. We were up in Norton. I was visiting some friends. This is back in my maybe 15 years ago. And it was just a house in the neighborhood caught fire. And we're all like, well, we got nothing else better to do. Let's walk down and see it. And amongst the throng of people watching the house burn down was Mark Hamill.
He's a hero.
Yeah, Norton, Massachusetts?
Norton, Mass, yes.
Is that like a wealthy town?
It's like all towns. It's got some good areas and the not so good areas. This was actually in the not so bad area. It wasn't like a mansion, but it was a decent sized house that was going up.
And did you talk to Mark Hamill at all? Did you say anything?
Yeah. That's why I said I met him. It's not. I saw Mark Hamill.
Well, a lot of
It was
people
a
when
mess.
they
I
meet
mean,
a celebrity, they
We
say,
didn't-
"Oh, like I love your stuff," and then you walk by and you met them. But did you guys
Yeah, no,
talk
it
at all?
was- It was less about fandom and more about the people in the
Burning
neighborhood.
house.
I think he was visiting someone that was related to his cousin or something. He was like, he's in
No
New England for
way.
filming
Mike.
something.
This is not happening. This isn't happening.
He was,
Well,
he was
I don't
in New
do.
England filming something, and he was visiting, and they just like us. They said, "What's that 3-alarm thing going on down the street?" And
Where's the
Everyone's
Mike
watching
Hamill
the house
New
burn.
England version of Star Wars?
Okay,
Then
okay.
you know.
Mark.
First of all,
Mark Hamill.
Mark, you gotta get it right.
How dare you
You
twice,
You gotta.
Becca.
We're
The Rhode
losing
Island version.
viewers.
We're losing viewers. No, I'm sorry.
Mike,
Mike
are
Hamill.
you a big fan of his work?
I followed some of the films, including Corvette Summer, which I think was a sleeper that people missed on in the Star Wars days. But
I've
I
seen
am a
that
big
one.
fan of Batman the Animated Series.
I think with pulling out the Corvette movie, you just classified yourself as a big fan. I don't think you can
Well,
deny it. when
Yeah,
you know
no,
that movie.
1 point for Wooly.
Yeah. Okay, so everybody was just watching this house burn to the ground. Like, was it
Well,
a planned
I don't-
burning or?
I don't think it burned completely to the ground. They had it somewhat under control by the time we walked away, but there was you can see maybe a quarter of the top floor. It was a 2.5 story Dutch gambrel, in case anyone cares. But a corner had burnt through, and they'd put mostly firefighters were still like chopping away pieces that were going to fall into the street. We got there just as it was calming down.
Mm. What was he wearing?
Yeah.
I don't know,
Good
just jacket, jeans, like everybody else.
Was he carrying the lightsaber with him at the time?
No, I don't think he gathered any paraphernalia with him. I did not ask.
How did
I'm
you
not
even
that
know
bad
if
of
it
a
was
fan.
Mike or not then?
It's Mark Hamill. Joe Hamill.
What-
Hamill, the ice skater.
Could it have just been some guy saying that he was Mark Hamill?
He has a very distinctive voice, especially when he does the Joker laugh. So you know him when you hear him.
And he was doing that laugh in
I mean, other people were coming
fire?
up to him. Well, there were other kids that were there from families, and they were asking him to do things, and he was talking to them like the Joker. And they didn't care about the fire. Kids are like, oh, a fire, and then the Joker is here. Where I was more like, oh, a fire, and hey, Mark Hamill's here.
Mike, what time of year was this?
Early fall,
early fall is a pretty time in New England if you're gonna do a
September,
project.
October. I
Fire
don't
down.
have the exact date.
It's gonna be cold at night. He's just
It
wearing a
was
jacket
cool.
and
Was
jeans.
Was
Well,
it
he
at,
had a-
was it at night?
We had a
actually?
fire, Josiah, so we were cool. Yeah, it was like a 7:30 to 8 o'clock. Is when we walked down there. So it started maybe earlier in the day, but they were putting it out before night totally fell.
It was
That must have been
burning
a
since like
pretty-
4 p.m.
That must be
Yeah,
pretty
how long,
exciting
how long
for
do house
Norton.
fires last? They last that many hours? Come on,
I mean, said
firefighters, get together.
just a quarter of the second floor was damaged. Well, outside. We didn't go in. I don't see how much interior damage there was.
That's,
I was gonna say it
that's a
depends
long
on the size of the
fire.
house too.
Yeah,
But what are the firefighters doing? What do they just like let it burn for a while? Isn't that what they do? They
Were
fight
the
Does it
firefighters
take
ever
that
like
long
mobbed?
to fight a
Yeah.
fire? This is ridiculous. What if there's people in the house? It takes that long to put it out. We've got hoses.
sometimes they never put a house out, and it goes all the way to the ground. Bad things happen. But this time they got it. Like I said, when we got there, they were pretty much had it under control. And it
I
was
don't
just
understand
a
enough
small
about firefighting.
Or
Me
Mark
neither.
Hamill?
Or
I-
not.
Okay, what do you think, team?
I think it's a lie.
I think it's also a lie. There's no way. Like, he's in Norton, Mass. He's wearing a jacket and jeans. He's
Yeah,
doing
normal
the
people
laugh.
wouldn't.
He's doing the laugh
Yeah, doing the
at a
laugh.
fire. Not gonna
Yeah.
happen.
All right, I'm gonna defer to my teammates, and we're gonna say this is a lie, Wooly.
All right, but I got to know, Becca, were you thinking it's the truth? Is
No,
Yeah,
I thought it was
Oh,
a
okay,
lie too.
okay.
Oh, all
Yeah.
right, good. Yeah, because
Okay.
Becca, you're really
I think
good at
this whole
game.
person is made up. I don't even think.
Yo, you don't
No,
believe
Becca,
in Mark,
that's
Mark
not- that's
Hamill?
not-
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
no, okay.
I think- yeah.
That's an insult to Mark Hamill.
He's CGI. All right, so Mike Amaral, were you telling the truth Or was that?
Well, Kitty, I was telling a little story about Mark Hamill, the Joker, and it was a lie.
Yes.
There we go.
We have 1 point for the liars, the witch, and the wardrobe. 2, nothing for Hannah's bad Wi-Fi, but that could change in a moment's notice. So, going to my random name generator, Josiah, you are up.
Sweet.
Ooh.
Oh, I should look up the thing. Okay, got it.
If I were
Don't
quicker
worry.
with Google, I would bring up a picture of Mark Hamill for Becca.
This is where we vamp.
Am I looking at him? No, that doesn't look.
That's a wall, Becca. That's a wall.
Yeah, that would be him. In the
That looks
picture.
like Ren. Ray.
Ray.
Oh, Ray.
Oh, I thought you meant Ren for Ren and Stimpy.
Okay. Are you guys ready?
Oh, we're ready.
There is a warrant for my arrest in Wyoming.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
I was driving without insurance, and then I
Allegedly.
and then I allegedly failed to show up for that court date where I was supposed to present that insurance.
So, did you get like pulled over, or what's happening here?
Okay, so I was on a road trip. We were flying down, I forget what highway it was, but flying down the highway. It wasn't my car. It was a Prius. And we were flying down the highway. I was doing 100-ish. And I saw a cop car come the other way. It's like a two-way highway. And the cop car's coming this way. I'm going that way. And I thought, there's no way he can check my speed if we're driving. If he's driving, right? But he did turn around, caught up to me, pulled me over for speeding. And then, you know how police always say, well, we caught you for this, but we're going to let you off the hook. I'll just give you a ticket for the insurance, and then just provide the insurance, and you'll be fine. And then we were on a road trip, so I didn't really. And I asked the girl whose car it was like, "Can I get the insurance?" And she kind of dodged me, and she never provided the insurance. So I never provided the insurance. So I'm never going back to Wyoming.
So where in Wyoming was this?
Yup.
It was somewhere in the middle of a very large state. I don't know.
A very large what?
It's a state. So
It's a state. Could you narrow it down to a quadrant of the state?
Yeah. Maybe a region.
Where were you heading? You were on a road trip. So
Yeah.
we were.
Where were you
why were you
flying in a
passing-
Prius?
Why were you passing through Wyoming?
Well, we were going up to the state above Wyoming, which is
What?
Idaho. I think. Idaho.
Not really. No, but yeah.
Well, yeah, Idaho, Washington. We kind of wanted to be in that northeast area.
Mm-hmm.
And we were going to stop by Yellowstone National Park, which is somewhat in Wyoming, generally.
Somewhat generally.
Things are like geography is different when you're flying in a Prius.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
flying.
It's just your whole world Time just doesn't
kind
mean
of-
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, I believe that. That's true. However,
So the
Must be
statement said
very
you,
quiet.
sorry. The statement said you had a warrant. There was a warrant, so there's an actual warrant, or it's just that you're not going back to the. You fear returning to the state for what might happen to you.
No, there is a warrant out for my arrest.
oh, still,
Yes.
currently.
Yeah. Yes,
How did you find out about said warrant?
Well,
Thank you.
occasionally I will get a call, and they've gotten my number somehow. and they say you
It's got
come
my
in,
number somehow.
They got your number somehow.
and then
Uh-oh.
also
Did they ask Mark Hamill for your number?
Yeah.
no, but I mean, because the ticket and whatever, so they have my number. They also they've mailed me things saying like you need to kind of fix this in some
From
way.
the
or
Wyoming
another.
Tourism
kind of
Bureau,
fix
please
this.
come back to Wyoming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I know there's still a warrant out for my arrest.
Yeah. Where else did you go on this road trip? Like you were heading, where did you begin? Rhode Island?
I began in Colorado,
Okay.
and then me and my kind of girlfriend at the time, we were gonna just go around the West Coast.
Okay.
So it's just the two of you?
Just the two of us in a
And this
Prius.
was her car.
It was her car.
Will you please come back to
color-
Wyoming?
What color was
It's
the
us.
Prius?
The Prius was a gray
Okay.
Prius.
So
What year?
Priuses.
Oh, I
Yeah,
have
what
no
year?
clue what year.
You don't know what year this was. I mean,
I
was it
wanna
relative?
say-
This happened.
Mid 2000s.
how old are you?
I'm 25 years old.
Whoa.
Right?
Mid 2000s
Yeah.
Prius.
All
So-
right.
So he didn't give you a
Wyoming?
ticket for driving without for speeding. He didn't give you a ticket for driving at the age of 10. He just
Yeah.
gave you a ticket and
No,
a
no,
warrant
no.
for not having a
No, everyone got it wrong. The car was like a mid 2000s, late 2000s car,
Oh.
but we were driving it. If you're asking what time this was in
Yeah,
my
what-
life,
Yeah.
okay, that was I was around 19, so about 6 years ago.
Okay.
Alright.
So 2014-ish.
I think it's a lie.
Math
All right. I
was
think
There's
it's time
no way.
for you all
Yeah.
to deliberate.
Deliberation.
I would vote. I would vote BS on this one.
Yeah. I agree. What do you think, Karl?
I think it's a lie.
All right,
Mike?
Willie. I think we're unanimous in that we're going to go with lie.
All right, Josiah, were you either 6 years ago or 15 years ago speeding in Wyoming in a Prius?
6 years ago, I was speeding in a Prius. That's 100% true. You will never catch me in Wyoming.
Oh, so
Oh
it's a
my
lie.
Wow.
Yes.
All right.
Damn.
So
Damn.
that is all right.
Hardcore criminal Josiah. Karl.
Yeah.
Those calls are. I bet those calls are so easy to ignore. It's like they border on like this could be a scam. Like,
Yeah.
the Wyoming's looking for me. Okay.
Well, yeah, and I get the call and it says Wyoming on it. I'm like, oh my God. Nope. No, thank you.
Fuck. Wow.
All right. Are we ready for
Just I'm
our
like, I keep
next-
trying to mail proof of insurance to Wyoming. I don't know why. It's not
Yeah,
I say
literally.
Wyoming,
Just
right?
like Wyoming on the. You have to put USA after it. That's why it's not
Oh.
getting there. Yeah.
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 Then it'll make it.
All right. On to our next round. Hannah, you're up.
Okay.
Hopefully the Wi-Fi stays in.
God, don't even say that. My computer sounds like an airplane trying to take off right now. Like it's working so hard.
Mine too.
Okay. Here we go. Here
It's
we
because
go.
of the phone that'll stress out the Wi-Fi.
Here we go. Oh shit. Okay. I started a school trend called Mustache Monday.
Mm.
A school trend called Mustache Monday.
Well, what year were you in school? What year in school was
Yeah.
this?
Well, I was in 5th grade.
Fifth
So-
grade.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you were at the top of elementary school or the bottom
Yep.
of middle school?
Top of
Top
elementary.
of elementary school.
That's a
Okay.
bold
Sharp.
move for a fifth
Big
grader.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How did you start this trend? By wearing a mustache?
Yep, that's it. That's literally it. On Monday. And then I called it Mustache Monday.
Wearing like a fake mustache?
Yeah, like the ones you get from like the dollar store, like the pack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, how did it start? Like, how did it spark the first Mustache Monday? Like, how did it come to existence?
Honestly, my mom just got me a pack and I thought it was funny. So I wore it and the teachers hated it because it was such a distraction because I was like I'm funny. I have a mustache.
You're wearing a
on my
mustache.
face.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess I just loved it.
And how many people hopped on the Mustache Monday train with you?
There was a lot of people. Actually, we took a picture, but I couldn't find it of like most of the people. There was like 15 people in our class, and I think that like 13 or 12 wore them, and we took a picture all together, mustached up.
When you said
Mustache,
the
yeah.
trend, did it happen multiple Mondays or just this one Monday?
Multiple Mondays. This.
When was the
happened.
picture taken? Like, was that like Monday, the third Monday in, or was that like the first Monday was the picture?
I think the trend was fully trending like 4 weeks in. So I think 4 weeks in, everyone was into it. Everyone was loving it. We were all, little mustaches.
There was nobody who was like, this sucks. I'm not wearing your stupid mustache.
There was. That was the 2 out of the 13 out of the classroom.
So I'm like, I can't. So for a 5th grader, it seems like if you find something you love, like you're like, I figured out that I love wearing this mustache. Like you would be wearing it to school every day. It wouldn't be like a coordinated Monday thing, unless like the school got involved and parents got involved and were like, Mondays we do mustaches. Like that's that's striking me as.
Well, my teacher was like, Mustache Monday, am I right? And I was like, that stuck with me, and then it became Mustache Monday. I think I acted like it was just kind of like I wasn't even thinking about I was wearing it on Monday, and then it like became a thing because alliteration.
So really your teacher started this trend.
I like start crying.
Hannah, what style was you got a pack, right? So what style was this mustache? So what are we talking about? Big, curly, cowboy,
the
handlebar.
pack, it had it all.
Yeah.
It had it all.
Oh, okay.
This pack, yeah.
Wow.
And it actually had like the little name, like cowboy, sophisticated man.
Wait, oh yeah. Did you say how old are you? How long ago was this?
I'm 20, so this was
10 years ago.
Yeah. 2010.
Those things are not super fun to wear, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Super fun.
Half of the day they become like unsticky, so I'm like just trying to
put it back on.
Were there any kids who couldn't afford or were too lazy to go to the dollar store, but still want to be a part of Mustache Monday? What did they do? Was there Sharpie involved?
Oh, there was Sharpie involved, and there were fingers involved. If you can put those two together, it was that moment. And this was like the wave where like mustaches were like cool and like hip. Yes, Jessica Harris, big mustache culture in 2010. Exactly.
Okay, that could be an audience plant, so I'm not gonna let that sway me.
Why was there only 15 people in your class? Did you not go to public school? What happened?
I did.
You go to a wealthy school? Wait, and there was only 15 people in your public school class?
Yeah, I live in like a small town, and we had a really small class, like in general.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you from Wyoming?
Where are you from? Is it from Wyoming?
Yeah. Actually, exactly when Josiah got pulled over there. No, I'm from Lincoln.
Rhode Island?
Yeah.
That's not that small of a town. I grew up in Cumberland. Get out of here.
That's so big.
No.
What do we think? What do we think, team?
No,
More
this feels-
questions?
I don't
Feels
know.
like a lie.
This feels like a lie to me.
Feels like a lie to me too.
It feels like a lie, but I know Hannah is very, very sneaky from the last time I played against her. So she could be kind of doing this like thing where she's playing like it's a lie, but everything she says is still truth. So I'm a little skeptical because of Hannah, but I do think it's a lie.
Okay. Let me think. Let me take that information in for just a minute.
She's sneaky. She's a sneaky one.
She's sneaky.
Mhm.
She's stylish. I do believe that Hannah could be a trendsetter.
Thank you.
But the details of this one, they just don't add up for
Details
me.
don't add up for me either.
Yeah, same.
All right. Wooly?
You're going, yep.
We're going for a lie.
We're going for a lie. Hannah, was it the truth or were you telling a lie?
It was the truth.
Wow, sneaky.
Sophisticated man, the cowboy.
Yes,
I swear to God.
Oh my
Very
Like,
sneaky.
this doesn't make any sense to me.
Very sneaky.
Oh my goodness, so sneaky. She got us.
Yeah.
You knew exactly what I was doing too.
Cannot be trusted.
All
Cannot
right.
be trusted.
Well, we're halfway through the game, and the score stands at the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe with 1 point, and Hannah's Bad Wi-Fi 0. And boy, do we have a treat for everybody at home, and I think for us playing the game tonight. We have a new segment on Would I Lie to You? We have invited, or one of the panelists on The Liars, the Witch, and the Wardrobe has invited a guest to be our mystery guest tonight. So in a minute, I'm going to welcome this person out into the feed, and each of the members of the Liars, the Witch, and the Wardrobe will read a statement about who this person is to them. Only one of them will be telling the truth. It is up to Hannah's Bad Wi-Fi to figure out who's telling the truth on the relationship between that panelist and our special guest. Are we ready to welcome out our special guest?
Woo.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, please welcome Steph. Hi, Steph.
Hello.
All right. So, Steph is just here to smile. She's not answering any questions. So, Becca, who is Steph to you?
All right, opening the email. This is Steph, and she once had to treat my dad's beagle for a terrible case of fleas.
So, Steph treating beagles for fleas. All right, Josiah, who is Steph to you?
This is Steph, and she helped me bury a goose off the highway.
Buried a goose off the highway in Wyoming?
No.
All right. Bowler, who is Steph to you?
This is Steph, and she was the front of our 2-person rapping unicorn costume.
So the rapping unicorn costume. All right. So we will open it up to questions from Hannah's Bad Wi-Fi. Please direct them to the panelist you are asking a question of.
Okay, I think we can just eliminate Josiah's no.
Ooh, going right.
You
Ooh,
have
this
not
is a strategy.
answered. You have not asked me any questions.
I know. But okay. So we got fleas,
The goose
the goose,
and the unicorn.
and
Half the rapping
unicorn.
So, Bowler, what half of the unicorn were you, or how did the unicorn work?
Oh, she was the front half. So she had the unicorn head part and the front 2 legs. And then I was the back two legs, and it like came apart very easily, actually too easily, if I'm just going to be honest. So like it like Velcroed on the inside of the thing so we could attach to each other, so I could like hug her waist from behind and then be attached. But it actually kept popping open, which was very frustrating for the rap dances.
Was this for a showcase or some type of entertainment venue of any kind?
Yeah, it was for like a sketch thing. It was for like a comedy night situation. So it was like a variety situation. But we were in that sketch where we had to come on as a rapping unicorn. And I didn't even know her that well then, but we kind of got friends pretty quickly by me being like, well, my head's just resting gently on your behind while we do this dance routine. Yeah, we both had like knee pads on too to like do these like bends and stuff. Like, so. Anyways.
Becca,
So,
after having the dog treated for fleas, did you just like exchange numbers and become best friends with the groomer?
Steph is not a dog groomer.
Just someone who took care of the flea problem.
Yeah, she was taking care of my dad's dog when when I guess she realized that he had fleas. But she's not like she's not technically a groomer or vet or anything like that.
So just a friend of the family who was taking care of the dog.
Exactly.
How did she treat the fleas?
She took the beagle to the vet and got flea medicine, and we bug bombed the house, and it was bad case.
And Josiah. What was it? You strangled a goose together?
No. She helped me bury a goose off the highway. I was like on a spiritual path once, and I vowed. I vowed that like every time because I saw a dead cat on the road, and I said, this cat needs help, right? So I then buried the cat. And then I vowed to myself that every time I saw a dead animal on the road, I would give it a proper burial. And so one time me and Steph were headed up to Pawtucket, and there was a goose. And so we picked it up with the trash bag and then buried it off somewhere in Pawtucket off the highway.
How long have you known Steph, Josiah?
I've known Steph, I would say maybe 2 years.
That's a short amount of time to suddenly start just burying animals with you.
Right. Well, I told her that we should stop and because of my vow, and we did. So, like, she was down for it. She was game. She was very nice about it, but I was the driving force. It was like, I have to do this. And she thought it was cute and fun.
Yeah. So where was the goose? It was off which highway? You said the highway. You're driving to Pawtucket, the long journey up to Pawtucket, yeah. And
yeah.
And
it was 95.
Wait, so there was a dead goose along 90. So you stopped along
There's so many wetlands
95
on 95 in Providence on the way to Pawtucket.
On the way to Pawtucket, yeah.
So many wetlands.
That's what I said. I was like, this is obviously a sign.
Was he on the median, or was he on the berm, or
on the side, like so on the right side of the highway there.
Okay, yeah. So.
And at first it was like almost you couldn't really tell that it was a goose. It had been there for a while.
So You just bear. Do you have like the equipment all? You got
Yeah.
the shovel in the back.
The
go
duct
time.
tape and the plastic sheet. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's a different.
It was Steph's car, and she had a plastic bag in her car, so we just fucking, excuse me, we just got out, and you know how you do the handle, like when you scoop and poop, go like this, you grab it,
and you picked up an entire goose.
Goose.
Yeah, goose is huge.
Yeah, geese are very large. Or gooses.
Not that after it's been eaten.
Yeah.
It's not that big after a couple weeks of decay, if you know what I mean.
Okay. Yeah.
Josiah. That's really gross.
Have you narrowed it down? Hannah's bad Wi-Fi. Do you need more questions? I should say, while you're thinking if you need more questions for the audience, this is a special round. So if Hannah's bad Wi-Fi gets this correct, they get a point. But if they are wrong, the liars, the witch, and the wardrobe get a point. So there's a lot.
There's a lot riding on this. A
lot riding on it.
Uh-oh. I don't know.
Are we deliberating here?
Honestly, I think Melissa's telling the truth.
That's my first. That's my gut instinct too. I think
I can
Josiah
totally
and Becca
see
are not
that head-butt relationship.
Yeah.
I can totally see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with voting that way.
Oh, no, don't put it on me. I don't know.
No, I
yes,
totally agree. No.
It's on me to give the final word. So.
Okay.
Mike,
Willie, we're gonna go with Melissa knows Steph.
All right, Steph, could you please reveal which one of these folks you know?
Sorry, guys. I am Becca's dad's beagle cat.
Oh my god! Woo! It was a bad flea situation.
Oh, there was larva and.
Did you use a plastic bag from your car to pick them up?
Did you scoop it?
A lot of plastic.
You know how you scoop
it. Well, I will say.
God damn.
I will say that although the team got it wrong, they were so unified against Josiah's story. Like 100%.
They should almost get a point.
Came together to say absolutely not.
Yeah. A spiritual man would go back to Wyoming and settle that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one seemed improbable.
Yeah.
I give Steph a lot of credit for keeping a straight face through all of that because I don't know.
Nice work.
Been able to. Thank you so much, Steph, for being on with us.
Thank you,
tonight.
Steph.
All right. Well, after the guest round. Oh, I need to remove you.
Don't worry, I got it.
There we go.
Holding her hostage, Willie. Holding her hostage.
I did. I wanted to make it more uncomfortable for her. So, so after that round, it is now the liars, the witch, and the wardrobe. 2 points to Hannah's bad Wi-Fi 0. So there we go. All right. So the next person up is Karl.
Oh, nice.
Come on, Karl.
And vamp.
Boy, Steph's a good sport, huh? She did a really nice
She's
job.
awesome. That's so much fun.
Yeah,
Peter and I have been talking about this for like 2 months.
Oh, that's awesome. I love this.
Okay, so for this one here, I once derailed a public trolley.
Okay. Can you describe the public trolley? Is this like a San Francisco style bus trolley thing, or
Well, that would be a cable car. No, it's a trolley has it runs on a track and has a wire above, and that's So that would be a trolley there.
Was this in England?
No. This was back in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I grew up most of my time in Pennsylvania, so
I buy that.
Yeah. Truth.
Looks like a Pennsylvania.
Was this in Hershey, Pennsylvania? Was it like a chocolate themed trolley?
I wish. No, it was just a regular public kind of transportation one, sort of like the equivalent of a bus, but it was on rails, and So, and it was in Western Pennsylvania.
And how did you derail it?
right? Describe the derailment.
The derailment. Well, what I did with a friend was it actually was sort of like a 2 or 3 night process where the one night we were sitting around and we were drinking and doing other things, and we had a little fire down by this creek, and this is right where the trolley track ran, and the one night there was a big log along the side of the tracks, and we thought, oh well, let's put it on the tracks because we could see the trolley coming because you can see its lights, and we put it there, and we thought, oh, it'll be really funny that the trolley will have to stop. It'll see it because the log was very, very big. And then the driver will have to get out and move it. And so what we did was we did that, and we crouched in the woods and we waited, and the trolley came up, and sure enough, it saw it, it stopped. And the driver got out and he was cursing, and he had to get out and move the log so that he can continue on the route. And then it was, I can't remember exactly, within maybe a week, or, I mean, it was, I think in the summer we did it. And we thought it was funny. So we found this big piece of rock on the side of the tracks, and we picked it up. It was very large, and we put it on the tracks, and did the same thing, crouched, thinking, oh, this is going to be funny. He's going to have to stop and move the rock. And the driver actually didn't see it, and he hit it, and it derailed the trolley. So,
wow.
Was anyone hurt?
Yeah.
Was anybody hurt? I don't know, because when it happened, right after it happened, we ran because we were afraid that we were afraid we hurt somebody. So, or we're going to get arrested for doing it.
Did at any point did you guys before doing this think to yourself, this is manslaughter, this is not an acceptable hooligan thing to do?
Did you consult with a lawyer?
Yeah, no. It was a different time, Josiah, and we were less considerate of other human beings back in those days. And
Karl, this is coming from somebody who was doing 100 on a random highway in Wyoming, so you don't need to explain yourself.
You were hitting geese in a Prius and then bearing them through Wyoming. No, I mean, I mean, I was a kid at the time, so when I did it. So
do you remember what city this was?
What city? It was a small mining town outside of Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And it was, and the town was called Library, Pennsylvania.
Oh, man.
Oh, God.
Let me Google that real quick.
From the man that brought you McGravy.
McGravy, Pennsylvania.
It was the Forrest T. McGravy Library that they had.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody's lying tonight. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Like it feels like a lie too to me.
I want to say it's a truth. Wait, Karl, what were you drinking?
Oh, probably it was. I'm sure it was beer. I mean, and we were probably smoking weed at the time too. And so.
Who were you with?
Oh, God, I think it was Ed Dabina was the friend that was with me.
Oh, you just knocked the other guy out. Damn.
That's how they roll in Pennsylvania.
So-
Did you say how old you were at the time?
I did not.
How old were you at the time?
Loophole.
God, it was probably, yeah, I was. I mean, Sherry just yelled, under 18. I was probably like 16, maybe 15. I certainly wasn't. Yeah, I don't think I wasn't 14 at the time. So yeah, I was probably like a junior, sophomore or junior in high school at the time. So
What was the original statement, Karl?
what was the original statement? Shall I read it verbatim from what I?
Yeah, read it verbatim.
Yeah.
I once derailed a public trolley.
Okay.
I just Googled it. There's a great manslaughter of 12 people in Library, Pennsylvania. So,
What
guess-
year was that? Refresh my memory.
It's okay when his caller ID flashes Pennsylvania, he doesn't pick up the phone.
yeah.
That's right.
So it was a rock. Sorry, just combing through the details. It was
Yeah.
a rock. A
Mhm.
rock.
Yeah.
But okay, this is Pittsburgh. They get weather there. You know, they
Yeah.
get wind, they get rain, they get snow. It was a big rock.
It was pretty large. Yeah.
I
said
just
it was
gave
a
you the
lie.
opportunity to tell me that it was a big rock.
What's that again?
It's like I honestly think I'm 50-50 on this. I think it's 50%.
I think it's a lie because I think he started telling he started telling the story about the log in the way, and then he was like, he made the driver come out and he realized, oh shit, I didn't derail the trolley. So he's like, so then the next day we did it with a rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah. I think that was
All right.
classic heighten. Nah.
I can't possibly disagree. Are there places without weather?
Places
Yeah.
without weather. The moon, maybe. Yeah, sure. The moon. Yeah. Would be
Hashtag
one.
media shower.
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
Pennsylvanians do some like crazy stuff. I wouldn't
That's
put
true.
it past Karl to have like a bad boy streak in his life.
I'm sure.
So I'm leaning towards truth, but I think Bowler is sure of something, and we should go with that.
My mom has been texting me throughout the show. Let me see what
Yeah,
she
what did
thinks.
your mom say?
What?
Yeah.
Phone a friend.
Yeah, lifeline.
Mom
That's
says
mom.
don't think he did this.
Okay, well,
So I gotta go with Bowler and my mom.
This
Josiah, you're in.
Yeah, this is I don't.
Was this
Yeah, let's
cheating?
go.
Peter, I'm
Let's
sorry.
lie.
Please invite me back. All right. We're
Unless your
going
mom
for-
knows Karl, it's really not cheating, so you're all set.
We're going for lie.
We're going for lie. Karl, were you telling a truth, or was that a lie?
It was true, actually.
Whoa.
Hey, I knew it.
Oh,
I knew it. You
man.
told that story before. I was like,
Wow.
Damn it.
Carl's own way of
Actually,
solving the trolley
got
problem.
two-
That wasn't
we got
the name
two
of the person,
felons.
but I won't give the name of the. I do remember the name of the person, but I won't say it. So I gave.
Did you just made
the
up? But
name
that
was
was
a lie.
I just made. Yeah.
name was the lie.
I
His name
used
was
another
Goose, Wyoming.
name. Yeah. Goose.
Wow.
Goose, Wyoming.
Wow.
Wow. Well, shocker. Big turn
That was
of
a
events
shocker.
Yeah. Oh wait,
Um,
somebody's at my door right now.
there. So after that round, we are still the Liars, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. 2 points to Hannah's Bad Wi-Fi. No points.
God damn it.
But there is some chances for my bad Wi-Fi to get back because right now Becca is up.
Okay. I'm just gonna text my mom. I forgive you.
Aw.
Just kidding, Mom. You did not lead us astray. We were gonna go there anyway. All right.
We
kidding.
should do
I
it. We
don't
should do a
forgive you.
family night where everybody comes on with a family member.
That would be so fun.
Yes. Maybe
That
on
would be-
Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. I once fainted during a Black Friday showing of Twilight.
Oh.
At what part? Were you watching the movie?
I was watching the movie. This was at the end of the first installment of Breaking Dawn? Breaking Dawn Part 1. Is it called Breaking Dawn?
I
don't know. Is
Fourth-
it?
Fourth movie, first installment.
So you say you fainted. Were you sitting down watching the movie?
I was sitting down.
So it's not like you swooned or something, you know.
No, I put
you
my
were standing there and like saw James
yeah,
Patterson or whoever and like, oh my god.
There was an ad flash and she was gone.
Yeah, well, I mean,
was.
who wouldn't? I mean, so can one really faint if you're sitting? Maybe you just fell asleep. Maybe the movie wasn't that entertaining. Or
Karl, you can faint if you're sitting. I've done it many times. This being one of the times.
Oh, so you're a frequent sit fainter.
Hannah, please, not so many technical terms tonight, huh?
Sorry.
Frequent sit fainter.
Sit flyer.
I would say during that time in my life, yeah, I was a pretty frequent fainter. Not like pretty frequent. It's not like every day, but like for lifetime fainting prevalence, rather frequent.
Do you know what? Not to get personal. Do you know what the cause of the frequent fainting is? Has it been diagnosed?
I just am squeamish about blood and shots and stuff.
Oh, so you like saw something and you were just out.
Yes.
Okay.
You said it was one of the Twilight films.
Yep.
Breaking Dawn Part 1. Which team are you?
Oh man. You know what? I'm Team Bella for her personal liberation.
I'm team CGI baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what did it actually for me. I was like,
Josiah's going in all in for Edward.
Wow.
Josiah's familiar with the movie that I'm talking about, probably, right?
Josiah's
nobody else seen it.
Josiah's going all in for 100-year-old sexual predator.
You guys have not gotten
Mike has seen it.
any of the real details of my story. So basically, at the very tail end of this movie, she is pregnant with a vampire baby, and she has to give birth to this baby, and it's like really crazy gross, and there's like sound effects, so that's what made me faint in the theater.
Were you at the
Edward
film
saved her
with
life.
anyone?
Was I at the film with anyone? Yeah, I was with my cousin Jenna.
Did she try to rouse you, or
she let me
stop the movie? Stop
the movie. I was like, Jenna, I'm gonna go night for a second, and she was like, okay.
Oh, so you can actually feel it coming on, and then warn people that you're fainting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Get into a seated position so you can faint comfortably sitting.
Okay. Yeah.
She's a frequent sit fainter.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what they do. Okay. So how long were you like out for? Do you know?
It probably was just like a minute.
Can you provide another example or examples of other times you fainted under such conditions, like when you said it's squeamish? Describe another time you fainted.
I fainted so many times getting my blood drawn. I fainted watching the TV show House one time. One time Jenna was just describing an episode of a TV show, and I was like, I'll be right back, and then just like went down and kind of half fainted in a different room and just sort of lied down. Yeah.
So how old were you when you first fainted?
I was in first grade. So 6 or 7, 5 or 6 or 7.
And what was the trigger for this fainting? Like a teacher got decapitated in front of you or something like that?
I was actually fine for that. I had gotten my blood drawn at the doctor's office, and then we were waiting in line. This was like, you always had to like get your blood drawn and then pee in a cup. So I was waiting in line for the bathroom.
Okay. Yeah.
Conked out. I think that was the first time. I just remember that I was in first grade because I like didn't have to go back to school that day.
Oh wait, Susan Bradley in the comments is your mom, right?
Is she in the comments?
She's
Yes. Oh, okay.
Is she-
Now I'm enjoying her comments even more. I'm sorry.
Maybe kindergarten blood taking. They brought a crash cart.
What? Is she saying that?
She's saying that. She is saying that.
She's either cheating
Forgot about
or
I forgot about the
encourage-
crash cart. They
I
brought a crash
encourage
cart.
everybody to go back in the chat and read Susan Bradley's comments. They take on a whole new meaning now that we know who
Thank
she
you,
is.
Susan.
Susan.
They brought a crash cart. Yeah, that happened.
I don't remember you saying that before. Your mom did.
I was unconscious, Hannah, so I maybe don't remember that part, but it sounds right now.
You don't remember being on a crash cart, girl?
What is a crash cart? It's when they put you on the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they like
No, crash cart isn't a stretcher. Crash cart is like a thing they wheel in to do emergency services. on
Yeah,
somebody.
that's what. Yeah.
it's
It
the
has
defibrillator and the
defibrillator
emergency-
and-
Yeah,
yeah.
If you're
yeah.
crashing,
She's crazy.
You don't get to
Oh,
ride
sorry,
in the crash
clear.
cart.
wait. Ooh.
Yeah.
Susan,
Yeah.
I'm
Because you
gonna say
passed
this
out
is-
during
She's
that
saying
episode of
it.
House too soon.
I'm gonna say
Susan.
No,
Susan.
guys. No, let me get control of the situation. Honestly,
your mom has it under
Is she-
control, and I'm going Team Susan. This
Oh, there's an aunt. There's an aunt on the chat
There's
now.
an aunt.
There's an
Oh,
aunt.
Becca's family's on.
either her entire
The whole
family is lying.
who's the aunt?
I'm about to send
Give
out
her
the
up.
link so
Catherine
they can join
Catherine
us.
Doheny.
Oh my gosh, we were talking about people getting banned before this. My family's gonna get banned from the
I got an itchy
Wait,
band
Goose
finger.
Wyoming is in the chat. He's saying that.
Oh my gosh, a
Florence
trolley from
Kaiser and they brought
Pennsylvania's
in
in the chat.
Yeah.
Mark
Oh
Hamill
my
thinks she's
God.
telling the truth. Everybody.
Okay, should
Mark
I go
Hamill
to the
thinks-
comments? Who's in the chat?
No,
What are they saying
all
about
here.
me?
Oh, your mom.
Becca, you can see them if you hit comments on the
Yeah.
side.
You hit the floor at
Oh.
Kaiser, and they brought in the crash cart.
The
Guys,
comments, they're sus. Honestly, it's not.
This
it's not
could be a
looking
big
good for
plant.
us.
This could be a
Joe
strategy.
McDonald, her mom is a good liar.
The wind changes
It's the women's
direction.
version of one of
Yeah,
the
we
fake
need
goats.
we need
I
more
don't
moms.
even know.
Your
I don't
Aunt
even
Catherine's
know
throwing
Catherine.
shade.
We need more moms in the chat. Moms in the chat.
Moms and aunts.
I
Moms
want to
in the
think about
chat.
Becca as being the
Moms in
human
the
version
chat.
of one of those fainting goats for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Something exciting. Oh,
All right. I think we need to reel this back in. Let's I think it's time to deliberate.
Oh my God, Susan and Kath. This is another family member, Joe, too.
Yeah.
Best night ever.
Oh, Uncle
these kids
Joe's
are
in
fibbing.
the
Oh, it's a fight. It's a
Also,
fight.
Joe in the chat.
That's
Fight,
Joby. That's Joby. He's a good family friend.
Yeah.
If it weren't for Becca, we'd have no viewers.
Okay, you have such a
Yeah.
supportive
Thank
family.
you.
Is this
Yeah.
wow?
Love it.
They all came on to see Steph.
Oh.
They're staying for me. Becca's fan for the win.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
All right,
All
Mike,
right.
what does your team say?
Karl, what do you think?
I think it's the truth.
Yeah. Hannah?
I think it's a lie. Her mom said, "Oops." Her mom said, "Oops." Come on.
Mom said, "Oops."
Come on.
Like she wasn't supposed to say something.
Yeah,
I
that's true.
it's gonna put it all on me for the decision then. Just because I know that there is a fairly graphic scene in that film, and that there was press that some of the younger kids that went to see it had some problems, I'm gonna say it's true.
Okay, before you lock in that answer, Mike, I need you to know that if you get this one and the next one,
Don't put
right,
more pressure
you
on me,
tie.
Willie.
You tie. I'm just saying, as
Don't put
someone
your-
that has no idea the answers to this game, you just want you to really be sure.
I'm going to go with true.
Okay. Becca, are you a seat fainter?
I am. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. And my family in the chat knows it. As Becca's cousin.
Apparently.
Susan.
Yeah, I was with my cousin Jenna, and my mom picked us up from like Black Friday shopping, and yeah.
Well,
Wow.
mm-hmm.
I'm shocked. Personally, but thank God we got it. Yeah, don't
Good work.
listen to me. Just let me yell, and then I'll be okay.
Rant all you want, Hannah.
All right. So, Bowler is up next.
Oh, all right.
Yes.
All right, let me get my thing.
Bowler
All
is
right.
up next. And I just want everybody to know what happens if Hannah's Bad Wi-Fi guesses this one correctly. We go into a sudden death tiebreaker. If they get it wrong, then the Liars, the Witch, and the Wardrobes takes this week's game.
Oh.
No pressure.
No
No
pressure.
pressure.
You got this. You got this.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay. I have helped birth a cow. I threw up immediately afterward.
I helped birth a cow. I threw up immediately.
How did you
afterwards.
help? How did you help?
I helped by
What was
like
the role?
it was like mostly observational, but I got to like help kind of like pull. I had to wear gloves. They were like up to my elbows.
Where was this?
Wright's Dairy Farm.
That's it. Is that here
Wow.
It's in Rhode Island.
in Rhode Island?
Yeah, it's in northern Rhode Island where we grow up, Hannah. Sorry.
I know, right? I know, right?
Was this like
Okay.
a 4-H thing, or were you just like,
Yeah.
I'm at the farm, they need an extra pair of hands. I have hands.
I was getting milk, and then the next thing you know, I'm being beat by a cow.
That's a rule. That's a rule. If a calf comes while you're giving milk, you have
That's-
to
it's-
deliver.
You
Part of
have
the-
to.
that's-
It's
That's
part.
the farmer's
Yeah.
code.
It's part
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
thing.
It's in the Rhode Island
It
charter.
keeps
Yeah.
the cycle of milk going.
That's right. That's right.
No, it was actually a cool thing that my high school did as part of a biology class. So it was like a field trip that you could go to Wright's Dairy Farm, and we could we tested different parts of the soil for like certain things. It was like that part, but then also because I was in AP Bio, because I was a bit of a nerdlinger in high school. I lost all of
Humble
it. Don't
brag.
ask me bio questions. But yeah, I got to like do the more like the cooler stuff.
So
So
were
you
they
know-
like, yo, Cumberland High School biology, this bitch is about to give birth. Come over. Like, what was?
No, we had to wait for the water to break. No, I'm just kidding. That's
Did you-
no, it was like a schedule. No, it was already scheduled, and then like when like we knew a little bit before, like a few days before, they were like, "Oh, we have a pregnant cow," and the students will get to see the pregnant cow. But then when we got there, it was like happening, and I'm one who like stands in the front of like field trip situations because I like to learn. And so I was in the front, and they were like, "Okay, we need a volunteer who's going to help us." And so then I get like, it was like me, and there was someone else too. I don't remember who it was, but there was this another girl in my class. But anyways, we got pulled up, and like we both like put a hand on. But like I'll be honest with you, I really did not like pull. You know what I mean? Like I was like my hand was on it, and then I was like, ew! You know, like I like moved my hand along on the side because it was gross.
Were like the legs sticking out? Was that what you were pulling?
Yeah.
Mm.
Did
They
you
like
get to
help it
name
along. No, they like asked us for names, but like most of the people in my class were like, you know, they say terrible things.
Cowie Cowface.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you remember what kind of
Gravy.
Mickey
Mostly
that?
McGravy, yeah.
I'll never-
McGravy.
yeah, McGravy, the cow.
Wyoming McGravy.
That's over and
That's
over
right.
again. It's gravy.
Yeah. Do you remember what kind of cow it was? Did you know what kind of cow?
One with spots. I don't know. What kind of cow is that? White and black?
It's a Holstein, I think, isn't it? I think. I don't know.
Yeah, do you remember what kind of cow it was, Karl?
I think it's a Holstein. I think a Holstein's the what? Yeah, that's the white and black ones.
Oh, all right.
But
So did it give birth, and then you were like, "Oh shit," and then
I felt
threw
it
up?
coming. I felt the
Okay.
throw up coming, and so I was like, "Can I go to the bathroom?" And then, like, I think because at that time, at that age, like, usually, like, if a girl like has a panic look on her face and she's like, "Can I go to the bathroom?" All teachers are like, "Go, just go," because they like assume it's your period and they all get nervous. So like, they were like, "Go," you know, and so like you just ran, and then like I threw up into the toilet, so I made it, but it was like pretty. So I guess not immediately afterwards, but like immediately, you know.
And you knew where the bathroom was, like already, like you were running.
Yeah, because we had to wash our hands first before we could go near the birthing cow.
Are you all ready to deliberate?
There's a lot of pressure on this one.
There's a lot.
I know.
Big situation. We don't want to go. If we go into overtime, it's gonna be so fun.
I know.
Wouldn't that be terrible if we went into overtime?
It's terrible.
I don't know. Do you guys want my mom's?
Yeah, what does your mom
Yeah,
say?
what does Becca's mom say
Why
on
are they
this?
off the chat now?
Yeah.
Susan, let's Susan say about this.
I'm actually not. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna share because I don't want to influence
Kathy say.
anything.
The chat is turning to puns, so we're losing. We're losing.
I don't know. And I've been wrong on like most of them, so.
Yeah.
Could be milk.
That's
It sounds like something Cumberland schools would do.
I am lactating too, so that's like wow.
Wow.
There you
This is
go.
wild. This is wild. The universe has aligned for this
Wow.
moment.
Milk.
Milk. What do you think, Karl?
I think it's the truth, but I don't know. I mean, I haven't figured out Bowler's tell yet. That's
I don't know. A nose flick.
Yeah.
there you go.
Holds up a sign saying I'm lying.
Lying, yeah, I was thinking, yeah.
I don't know.
Hannah, what does the water bottle say? Does the water bottle say she's lying or telling the truth? That way it's not on you.
Saying she's telling the truth.
All right, we're gonna go with true.
No, you
That's you and Karl. I'm going to agree with the two of you. It's not just you, and we're blaming the water bottle.
because I feel like she could be a really good liar too.
Oh, I have
She's
no
just
doubt.
yanking.
I mean, just look at this
our-
devil smile she already has.
Look
when we
at
said
that,
when we locked
yeah,
in truth.
yeah.
So we're going with it. We're still locking in truth.
Locking in truth.
Locking
Bowler,
it in.
were you telling
It's a lie.
truth?
No, it's very much a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Congratulations to Team
God.
Finds the Witch in the Wardrobe.
That's what my mom thought, you guys. FYI.
Yeah.
Susan when I needed her.
Shout out to my mom. She's so good at this.
Before we go, I do want to do a couple of plugs. We have Improv Basics with Tom Epstein, Providence Improv Guild, online, obviously. 3 days, starts in December 7th. So go to improvpig.com to sign up. And also, this mediocre improviser named Ian is running a Improv for Everyone virtual session on December 14th. If anybody is interested in giving improv a try and learning ways that improv can kind of improve on your day-to-day life, talking about risk-taking and a lot of great skills, we're doing that on December 14th. So a couple of things to look up for. So head over to improvpig.com for more information. That's the end of the plugs. I want to thank very much our guests tonight for making another fabulous show. Congratulations and thank you. And we are back, I believe, the Saturday after Thanksgiving. I think.
A
So,
Saturday show.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
If I'm mistaken, what I will say is make sure you check out the Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch channels to find out our next show. But we will put it up there. So, everybody, in this time of Thanksgiving, I am thankful for all of you in our pig community,
Yes.
and wish you all a happy Thanksgiving.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Jazz hands.